What's up, you guys? Steven here for Off the Shelf Movie Night to talk to you about physical media, about Blu-rays and 4Ks, and the way we like to buy and own our movies and TV shows and put them in a beautiful collection and watch them when and how we want. As I record this, it's Easter. If you're celebrating, happy Easter. If you're not, happy Chill Sunday. We're having a good day. So I have a quick pickup video. I haven't done just a standard, pickup video installment in a while because they've kind of been trickling in because I've been putting money aside for a big poster signing project, which I did yesterday. I have the Friday the 13th Scream Factory box set that came with the poster if you ordered or if you pre-ordered. And I've been waiting to get that poster signed for years. Basically, since that poster came out, I knew I wanted to get it signed, get it hung on my wall. So I had an opportunity yesterday to meet 4 people from various Friday the 13th movies. Not the first one, or first 4, unfortunately, but from movies from the franchise at any rate. And I got all 4 of them to sign it, so that begins my journey to get as many people signed on this as I can. So, yeah, I did that, and I did some other pickups there, and I have a few other things that were gifted to me because my birthday is coming up. So, let's get into what I got here. I'm going to show you the pickups first. So, I have a friend who had to go to Asia, various parts of Asia, for her work, and her husband went with her, and he kind of went out and explored and played around the different areas they visited while she was working. That's something I would 100% do. And he's such a thoughtful, it bought me such a thoughtful gift. I really appreciate this. It's kind of fun to have this on my shelf now. So he found his way into a kind of seedy looking movie store behind some kind of parking garage or something. And yeah, it looks seedy, which is awesome. I would go in there too, but I would be afraid, it would be some other kind of movies, but, it wasn't. I think he bought me bootlegs. I'm pretty sure these are bootlegs. I'm not 100% sure, though. They might just be standard, Japanese releases. This one doesn't feel like a bootleg. At first I thought it was, but maybe it's not. They're DVDs, which I don't normally buy. I don't keep on my shelf, but these are keepsakes now. They're just fun to have. And I will throw these in to see if they'll play in my standard player or if I have to drop them in the all-region player. So the first thing, and I only know this because I know these movies because there's not one thing in English on them, which is really neat. This is The Grudge, Ju-on. It's hard to see the back there, I know. Let me tilt it a little bit. Try to get out of the lights. So it's all kanji on the back, which is neat and cool. And the reason I say I don't feel like this one, I feel like this one might be a legit release, is because it's a multi-disc situation. There are a couple of discs in there. And I don't know what's on each individual disc. I don't know anything. I just got these. I like the sort of holographic disc art, though. It's neat. And yeah, it's got the Pioneer logo on the top there. So yeah, I'm not sure. I think this might be a legit release, though. No reason for it to not be. As far as I know, this movie's out everywhere. And then we have the sequel here. This one does feel a little bit more bootleggy. Neither one of these could be. They could just be legit releases from Japan, and that would be cool too, because they have all kanji on the back. I have no clue what is on these, but yeah, see, this disc is even has a sticker actually on the disc, so I don't know. This one feels a little questionable. Feels a little suspect. Got a little holographic logo up there, but it's just cool. It's very neat to have them. Now he got 2 American movies that I have, but it's neat to have these Japanese releases. So I'll have to drop them in the player just to see if they play. I'm a little surprised on these, and the reason I felt like these might be bootleg-ish is that the artwork doesn't seem that much different. Like, the marketing is usually pretty different from, what we have here to what is used in other countries, and this looks exactly the same, other than the fact that it's not in English. So I don't know. I got these. These are cool. Happy to have them. Happy to have them in my collection as keepsakes. They'll be nice little fun display pieces. So those are 4 pickups that were gifted to me, and I'm really excited to have them. Now, if you follow other physical media collectors, you'll know my reference here. These next two pickups would make What Movie One here on YouTube. He would make him very proud because these are not pickups. I had these, and again, like the poster, I keep looking over here because it's in the tube. I can't roll it out; it's too big. I'll show it to you guys in another video once it's framed. So I had this glorious Hills Have Eyes Arrow box set, this 4K set. And I was so excited. I've met her before, and she's such a sweet, kind person. But I was so excited that Dee Wallace was going to be in town yesterday, so I got her to give me a little signature right there on my Hills Have Eyes. And it was a toss-up. I was tempted to take The Howling with me, The Howling 4K from Scream Factory, but this release is so much more special. And if we ever get a different disc release that I want, I don't think we will. This 4K is probably where it's going to be, but I could always slip this out and put whatever the other release is inside here and still have a wonderful set. So that's why I did that. Very, very cool. And lastly, as far as the autographs go, I have one other pickup I'm going to show you. I love Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2. I love it. And I know it's a subject of controversy because some people don't, because it's so tonally different than the first one. And the first TCM original, none of the remakes. I think the remakes are mostly garbage. But that first one is iconic. It is a probably top 2 or 3 horror movie for me. Top 5 movie of all time. So it means a lot to me. But I love the fact that when Tobe Hooper went back for the second one, something I don't think he really wanted to do, he did it in order to get an agreement to do something else he wanted to do. He decided to go tonally much more different. That's, my grammar is sucking, you guys. Anyway, he decided to go very different with it tonally. And I think it's a reaction to the fact that people didn't get the comedy in the original film. And I always say I don't think people got the comedy in the original film. This feels crooked. Because the overwhelming, disturbing atmosphere of it was what took center stage. So it didn't feel appropriate for things to be funny. And I think that's why people missed the humor in the first film. So he went aggressively funnier in the second film. And I love it for that. I love it. And I love Stretch as a final girl. She's highly underappreciated. One day I hope to meet her because I have this beautiful Vinegar Syndrome set right here for Texas Chainsaw Massacre Part 2, this beautiful 4K. And Bill Moseley himself signed it. He gave me the chop top down the side there as a little reminder of who he plays. He kind of always does that when he signs things, because I have another thing. I have a picture signed by him, and he actually wrote Dog Will Hunt chop top on it and signed it across the top. So that's just kind of what he does. So yeah, he signed this for me, and I found out actually he lives in Nashville now. I had no clue. Very cool. He didn't tell me where, of course, but yeah. He was super nice and gave me a signature there. So, very cool. Now, I was searching this convention. It was the Full Moon Tattoo and Horror Convention here in Nashville. It's a fun little merchandise show. If you're into tattoos, it's a much more important show because you can come to this event and meet tattoo artists from around the world. So, it's epic in that way. And then the merchandise show and the celebrity show is very fun too, and that's just what I go for. There was one vendor there who had movies. Literally one. There were some little smatterings of VHS here and there mixed in with some comic books or whatever. But yeah, there's just one vendor. And luckily enough, he had some premium stuff. He had some boutique labels. So I dug around through there a little bit. And if you're on TikTok, I'm not sure if he's on YouTube or not. I need to look that up, actually, and follow him. You should, too. B-Star Cinema over on TikTok. Just so happened to be in town, and I met him in person. He was searching the movies, too. So, I know he picked up a few things. I only really saw one thing I wanted, but I was really thrilled to get it because I missed it when it first came out. And I don't know, it was a weird little Vinegar Syndrome day for me because I got Deadly Games, or Dial Code Santa. This came out, and I missed the slipcover, so I just never had bought it. This is supposed to be like a horror, more adult version of Home Alone, I guess. and I just didn't get a chance to see it, and I thought it would be really fun to have around Christmas, because I like to watch horror movies at Christmas time, as do a lot of my other friends that are physical media people. And yeah, so literally when you buy it now, all you can get it is in, this case here. So I was really excited that he had the slip, and he gave me a good deal on it. I paid $30. I paid $30 for it. There's the reversible artwork. Give you a look at the back so you can try and do a read up. My lights are really reflective right now. There you go. Maybe you can read it. I'm not sure. Anyway, it's a double disc set. If you've seen it, let me know in the comments what you thought of it. Let me know if it's actually good, or did I just waste more money on Vinegar Syndrome. So while two of these are technically not pickups, they are now new to my collection because they are forever changed and improved. So that's what I have today. Hope you guys enjoyed seeing this stuff. If you want to hear any more if you want to see some footage from the Tattoo and Horror Show, hit up my TikTok, otsmovies. I did put some little clips up there and a little bit about my pickups there too. So let me know what you think. Let's keep the conversation going. Hit me up in the comments. Let's talk. Talk to me about your collections. If you're doing videos, let me know, because I'll give you a follow. I like to follow other physical media collectors. So until next we meet, pull something cool off the shelf, share it with friends and family, and remind them why physical media is the best way to watch films and TV at home. I'll see you on the next one.